I don't get it. I don't get why Wynonna wasn't there. It makes me feel odd about it. It seems like it's not right.
Well, it depends on how you look at this. I think there's a lot behind the scenes that we don't know. When you have a child, now a young adult, who has suffered with a number of different addictions for many years, this is a family that has obviously tried to help her in a number of different situations. I believe this might be a tough love situation where it was time for her to feel the pressure and stand on her own. She might be used to her family bailing her out in one way or another, either financially or getting her the help, at least temporarily, that she needed at the time. If that consistently has been happening in her life, based on what we know previously, then it might have been time, and it might not be inappropriate, it might be appropriate for a tough love situation, at least for that day, for her to feel that she has to stand up on her own as an adult.
But I can hear that. And it's not just about them being in the courtroom or her being in the courtroom. This is a sentencing. This is the time the judge would hear from a defendant's family members or friends to give them a consideration about how to sentence. And even more than that, it's my understanding the judge could have considered releasing her if she paid a fine, which was a little over $1,100, and a $3,000 cash bond. She apparently didn't have the funds. Her mom is a multimillionaire. I get the idea of tough love, but you could do that from the outside. And it just, again, strikes me as wrong that when her mother has this money, she can't even put up this small amount to get her daughter out of there. Her daughter, who has her own daughter.
What if it's not about the money? But what if it's not about the money? What if it's about accountability? What if it's about a family that says, we've been there every other time, this time, we want you to do the sentence.
But she has her own daughter. She's got a 2-year-old daughter, Grace Kelley.
Well, Wynonna's made clear, but Wynonna's made very clear that she is there to care for her granddaughter. That when the mother is in trouble, including before this, where she was living in her mother's basement, Wynonna's basement, that she's been caring for the granddaughter, and the granddaughter, the message regarding the granddaughter has been one that says, we're there to help her through this, no matter what. But you as an adult that we've been trying to help through various situations in past, now it's time for you to have some accountability. That doesn't mean that they won't go and visit her as early as next week. That doesn't mean that they won't be there for her after she does her time. Maybe this is an opportunity for her to realize it's time to finally clean up your act. But we also know that addictions don't go away in a day.
That's very true.
That many people relapse. That there's 6, 8, 9, 10 times that we've seen celebrities and professional athletes and other leaders in society, let alone the average human being, who suffers. They call it addiction for a reason. It's difficult to kick.
And you know, Mike, look, I think you make a really good argument for what the position would be for Wynonna Judd to explain why she wasn't there. But talking about Grace Kelley and talking about if you were representing her, the first thing that came to my mind is the Robert Downey Jr. situation. Somebody who's at the low of the low makes it to the top of the top. If you were representing her, and we just showed the photos before of her making these gestures, what would you say to her at this point? I'm talking about Grace Kelley.
Well, first, I'd say how ironic it is that she has that name, that the perception that people associate with that name is one of the most beautiful actresses historically, who is now deceased, who is a beautiful blonde that, you know, took over Hollywood many years ago. And now we see an image not tied to the Judd name, but tied to the Grace Kelley name, that has a person with a tattoo on their face and a piercing through their cheek. So that's just perception. She needs to understand that too. She has a lot to live up to having a famous family, even though she doesn't have the name. What I would say to her is the best way to work through your difficulties is to do the excellent best practices approach, things that are needed for someone that has both an addiction issue and potentially also a mental health issue, and then for us to report on that progress.
I think one of the...
So if...
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.